Welcome back, everybody. It's kind of a halfway warm July day up here on the Oregon-Brooklyn sub. We're going to take a look at a couple of trains today. I'll show you a few things I've been doing since I've been bored. Some little sections of track that have been annoying me. What I did with them. We're going to let this 1973, 1974 era. It could be an Empire build or it could be a North Coast Hiawatha. Who knows what it might be. It looks nice going by though. We're going to look at some track that I replaced up in the Oregon City area. And then we're going to look at the CJ sawmill. That track had annoyed me even after I had redone it. Some of you saw my other video with the Portland and Western. Saw that it was running still a little bit erratically. So some of that is just that cheap little prairie switcher I used. But wanted to get rid of the track. And we'll take a look at that in just a second. So over here in Oregon City, I had two main lines, both Caddo Unitrack. It was really easy to put together. Wasn't quite prototype though, because through Oregon City, there's one main line, the regular XSP UP main line, and then the other track is a siding that was used for the paper mill, and it hasn't had any use for a while, but I also see UP is going to dump some money into it. So I got rid of that Unitrack on the one side and replaced it with some Code 80 Flex Track over here. Put in a new switch because the previous one actually caught fire, which was interesting. Have a little N scale fire. And we just put down some new ballast down there. I still wanted, really get track because I don't have a reversing loop, so both the trains go the same way. Pardon my shadow here. And then I just extended it down to where it goes around the curve. And it seems to be running just fine. One of the things I like doing, is recreating photographs. So let me pan over here in my super Samsung drone. And I'm over here looking at railpictures.net. Sorry about the reflection there. This is a photograph by Wendell Moran. And it's some modern SP power right under the elevator. And you can see that in the track there, that siding is definitely not high-speed track. And that is where the old station used to be. There's still a platform you can see there a little bit. So that is what I was looking for, to come over here and have something to look about like this. Fairly close. You get the idea. You move the camera over a little bit into the brush. Still have good track, but have it not be that high-speed mainline stuff. So you get the elevator there. It's still not quite to scale, but I don't feel like tearing everything apart. And I should have put a little bend in that track, but I just didn't do that, and I don't know if I will. That's a lot of reworking. So we'll hop over and look at the mill here in a second. So some of this mill track had given me fits, so I finally got rid of the old switch, painted up the track to look rusty. We got to see the train come by here. It's one of my favorite views. So as I was saying, I just took out that switch that had been here, left that track, just made it abandoned, like many industries around here. And then for the outer lead, I replaced all that jointed track with one piece of flex track, no switch, changed the angle, or the radius, I guess, changed that, brought that out a little more, I don't know, maybe 20 degrees difference or something, but it made all the difference in the world. I went ahead and just moved Move some of the buildings, or move the small loading building back. Put the track down here. Just took a little bit of that parking lot over. You know, that's just going to be a junk storage like most industries have. Found the people that I had sitting there. Put them back where they're supposed to be. Playing on the lumber. Taking their break. Now they get to keep that porta potty in place. And then as soon as this train goes by, we'll run some of these. And yes, you saw that SDP 40F come uncoupled from the E9. The Lifelike couplers don't really love the Cato couplers that much, and off it went. But hey, that's why we do it, right? So we're running it a little fast, but I don't care. It looks nice. I'm not trying to play with sound files or anything. And we'll just move over here to some of that new scenery we had done. And off it goes. Some of you newer subscribers, this might count as a layout tour, and that's okay. I always put my favorite cars on. My old Roadrunner and the old Blazer, the old train watching. We'll come across to Oregon City. Follow our Rainbow era train. It's going through Canby. Around the far side of Brooklyn Yard. Entering Horn Alley. Nudge it down. We don't want to run over any of the homeless camped out there. And we'll bring it back around. And let's head over to the mill. So our good old SD9 and an RS11 are going to bring a couple of empties into the mill. Nice and easy. There's one joint down here, and it doesn't give us any fits. I didn't try to sync any sound files with it today. I need about 4 hands to do that. That'll do. And leaving the mill behind, heading out onto the main. So now when I want to do switching, I can do that. Our engines can move along at a prototype speed. That's about all for now up here in the Oregon Cascades. Wash your hands. Have a great evening. Talk to you later.